Welcome back to day 63. I'm Captain.
Is it day 63? It is day 63. I'm Sunshine.
And we're still walking.
And we're still talking. We're not sure how many miles we're going today, right? It's either 18, 21, and I think originally it was supposed to be 24, but we got up too late today. We were both struggling. Yeah, we're both struggling. Did you sleep bad last night, or were you just cold?
I was a bit cold last night.
Yeah, I think I was cold too, and we're not starting off the day with that power breakfast from Woods Hole, so we feel a little...
That was definitely a plus.
We had our peanut butter and jelly on some bread from Woods Hole, which was really yummy. And we'll just see how the day unfolds. We've got some ups, some downs, and we're just still warming up our bodies. So we're not used to being this cold.
No kidding.
Although it's all relative, right?
All of our winter gear is just gone.
It's all gone. We're in our summer gear now. We got to muscle through. All right, let's have a great day. So we're still in Jefferson National Forest. And it is chilly this morning, guys, but I don't even want to say anything about it, and I don't want to complain because we woke up to 40 degrees and we both said we were a little cold last night. However, it's all relative, right? Because we've woken up to below 10 degrees. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it was 6 when we went to bed and I didn't check in the middle of the night. So this was a while ago, but I'm not going to complain that my hands are a little cold this morning. Just want to let you guys know that we woke up to 40 degrees, it's already up to 50, and it's going to be a beautiful day.
Did you brush your teeth?
Yeah. It doesn't smell like I brushed my teeth?
Nope.
I brushed them for 3 minutes instead of 2 this morning.
Wow.
Because I skipped last night. I was too tired. I've had people come off this. I did floss. I've had people come off this AT and have cavities. What do you think, Captain? Think it's a cavity?
That's for sure.
That's for sure. Let's talk about my ultras for a minute. It's interesting because I'm not exactly sure how many miles I have on them because I bought them when we were living in Paris for 4 months, right before we came on this trail. And I wore them on the streets there to kind of break them in and get a vibe for them. But I'm not sure exactly how many miles I wore them. I'm going to guess, I don't know. Oh, a bug just flew up my nose. Oh, I'm going to guess maybe 60 miles. And then I switched them out at, I think I wore them for about 40 before we took our break for Captain to go do his schooling. And then I put them back on at like 280 miles, I think. And we're going to hit 700 in these shoes. So I'm well over the 500 mileage. And even some of the articles that I've read is, 500 is what the manufacturer recommends, but the support and the really important things start to wear out before 500. So I'm trying to replace mine around 400, depending on where we are and what's going on. But right now I don't have access to my next pair, so I'm having to muscle through. And it's interesting, I'll keep track of the exact mileage on the other ones because I'll be wearing them from brand new. But I can tell you almost to the day, 2 days ago, I started feeling like they weren't working out anymore, that I didn't have the support, that I was sliding in them more. I started to get holes in them, which is really interesting. So I'm going to give you an exact mileage account on the next pair of Ultras that I put on to where I felt like they weren't supporting me as well as they should be anymore. So Captain and I have decided we're going to come back, buy this cabin, do trail magic on the trail, and live here forever.
Honestly, the concept is so clear. You could have like a little dog next to it.
It's
There
cute.
is a dog.
Oh, there's a killer
next to
dog.
it.
He's like, what are you doing looking at my house? Okay, bye. This is interesting. We haven't seen anything this extreme yet. Can you see the other side of the trail over there?
Yep.
Oh boy, this is a this is a double go. I might have to take my pack off for this one. We haven't
really?
had a double decker before. Okay, go. Let's see. I'm gonna try and do it with my pack, but I might need some support. Look how cool you look there. It's like you're on a
quite
bus in
relaxing.
London and you're on the top level.
It's very relaxing, in fact.
All right. It's actually, well, I don't want to say it easier than it looks because I haven't
not that
done it yet.
bad.
All right, you want to film graceful?
Sure.
My trail name might be changing. Okay, here are my poles. Wow, this is really, how did you get up there?
I jumped.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can jump it because you're taller than I am. Oh my God. Can I go between, you think?
I don't know, but you can try.
I should just take off my pack, but I'm being stubborn. Okay, I think I found a way over here. Oh boy, this definitely is snake zone. Oh my gosh.
What's ironic is you say definitely snake zone about almost every zone.
I do, because everything looks like a snake zone. Oh my gosh.
You sure you want to stand up?
Mom, I'm being careful, I promise. I was never very good at the gymnastics or the balance beam. Oh, I don't know what to do now. I'm gonna come out here with my chainsaw that I don't own. Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, really the logical thing would have been to just take off my pack, but who wants to be logical? Okay. I need a break now. Whew. All right. It does look like a kind of fresh. I don't know. All right, let's go. Oh, I did it. Oh, thank you. So, 1.9 miles up. Oh, I never told you guys how much I hate the ups. If you're a hiker, there's gonna be, hate's a strong word, I really dislike the ups. And if you're a hiker, there's gonna be one part you don't like. Either it's the ups, the straights, or the downs. Typically, people that don't like the downs, they'll have bad knees. People that don't like the ups have bad hearts, or some heart thing. And the straights are somewhere in the middle. My favorites are the straights. I'm like Speedy Gonzalez, but on these ups, whoa. Especially first thing in the morning. So Captain and I just finished lunch. I wanted to vlog it for you guys, but once I sat down and got my food, I just couldn't do anything. I'm really tired today. And I didn't feel like getting up and getting the camera or talking or like, just, I don't know. There's so many more meals we can share with you guys. I felt a little guilty, but then I was like, oh my God, there's so many meals. Anyway, so another common thing that I have found out here, which is completely intriguing me now, I just kind of put it all together, is that I'm finding the people that are staying out here and not ending their hike early often have one common thread between them. And it's this, the ones that I've asked, or the ones that I've had conversations with, and this has kind of evolved, this has come out of the conversation. They have not lived a life of comfort. Now that and they have not lived a life of routine and consistency. So when I say that, I mean they haven't lived in the same house for 10 years or more with the same bed in the same neighborhood and the same favorite grocer and the same favorite coffee store where the person knows their name. They are used to living and surviving in situations where there are obstacles and things are not so frequent and consistent. So they have an ability to be super flexible out here. And that's really what is necessary. Now, the exception kind of is, I feel like all the young people are able to just be flexible because they're young and they have this malleability. Is that malleability? Is that a word? I don't know what the right word is. But you know how it is if you've been young. I remember how it was. You could just roll with anything. And the older people, I would say like my age, well, maybe a little bit younger than me, maybe 40 and above, the ones that really seem to be able to endure this, because this is friggin' hard, have had circumstances in their life. Maybe that they've just had to survive. So maybe they've lost a spouse to cancer. Maybe they've been a single parent. Maybe they have they've always been overweight and they've lost a lot of weight. And now they're out here making this work. So there are people that have had obstacles along the way and things have not been very pampered or cut and dry. On the flip side, not everyone, but some of the people that I've talked with who have said I'm done, have lived a more privileged life. Not all of them, and I don't want to generalize. Someone's going to yell at me. But when they say, you know, I miss this, I miss that, I miss that, it's usually because they've had a consistent routine with very little struggle in their life. And I'm not presuming to know everyone's backstory. I'm just basing this on what people have told me, okay? Because of our lifestyle, we've had to live and survive in circumstances that are not always easy, even though this is still the hardest thing I've done. I think it has made me so much stronger and able to endure what's out here, because when the days get really, really shitty, and they do sometimes, I look at this and I say, okay, this is really bad, but that time that we were crossing from Portugal to the Canaries on the sailboat and I threw up for 12 hours, was shaking and throwing up, this isn't that bad. You know, it's all like perspective. So if you're out here and you're watching this and you're struggling, kind of give yourself like, what have you survived? I bet even the people that think they've had a cushy life, bet they survived something. And what is it that you've survived? And then keep that in your back pocket for when you're having a bad day. Like, if I survived XYZ, I can survive a rainy, cold day, right? Does that make sense? Kind of thought we were done with the mud. Oh, until Vermont. Let's see. You never know where to step. Like, it's like Jenga. Oh, do I put my foot here? Is it all gonna fall down? Speaking of falling down, I had a wipeout. Imagine that, guys, I had a wipeout. Let's see if I can show you on my leg. Might be too hard to see on this. Oh, there goes my phone. Can you see this one right here and all these scratches? That was from earlier today. Wiped out on the rocks. So one of the conversations we were having at lunch was that I asked Captain if there's been points where he's been like, in his head, whether he has never said it to me, but in his head, where he's like, I just don't know if I want to do this anymore. And what was your answer?
No, I've not been opposed to it.
So we have these cool mics on us so that you can still see what's the trail and what's going on while him and I are talking, which I love. So you've never had a moment where you're like, I'm done, or gosh, I'm tired of doing this.
I wouldn't say definitively. I've had moments where kind of like I've been really tired and I've been like, oh wow, what would happen if we just stopped right now? But after a little while of kind of just going, I feel like the only time that I felt that was the first few days back on the trail after our like 2-week break.
Yeah, I've had moments where I just want to sit for a couple hours, because out here, I know some people aren't. Some people maybe hike faster or have goals for less miles or whatnot, but we want to make it to Katahdin by October 1st. And so we have to do a certain amount of miles, which often results in us hiking about 12 hours a day and then set up, tear down, making meals another 3 hours a day. And we never just get to sit and rest unless we're like getting in the tent and going to bed. And you said to me, and then you said something really interesting and pretty simple that most people get every day that you miss. And what was that?
Sitting. If I'm being honest, when we have the days that we're picked up and we have like maybe an hour drive back to the place. I feel like that's a very, I don't want to say relaxing, but very kind of a nice feeling, because you don't really ever sit in that kind of like general seat position normally. And so I feel like it is just very, very nice and relaxing.
Yeah, you said earlier, I miss sitting in chairs.
Yeah.
And although, I gotta stop for a second, although there are people that hike with lightweight chairs, and he has the option to have one. He doesn't want to carry a chair with him, so. All right, that's it for now. No. Yes. When the trail is this narrow, this is not a complaint, it's just the trail is this narrow, the edges sort of curl up a bit. And so you almost have like a balance beam area that's flat that you need to walk on. And although this is flat right now, and I should be blazing through here, it's very, very difficult because my feet kind of almost go like up, like sideways here when that's on the curves up. And it's very easy to twist my ankle. And the thinner it is, the harder it is. So just take that into consideration if you're planning a trip or you're out here that it's gonna be slower go, the more narrow the trail is.
Is that comfortable?
Yep.
I'm afraid this is a snake pit.
Oh, really?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to dinner time. And it's not dark out. This is why you guys never have dinner with us, because it's always super dark.
It's crazy.
I am having mashed potatoes, and I'm thinking about adding in the Madras lentils, because there's lentils, red beans, and that's a lot of protein and really healthy. I'm deciding I'm not super hungry, so I'm kind of forcing myself to eat because we upped our game in the last week, would you say?
Around there, yeah.
And so we're reevaluating our protein. And when we see Will in a couple days, we're gonna regroup,
Switch things up, add more protein-filled food, and then more calorie-filled food as well.
Yeah, because we gotta stay strong. What are you eating?
I'm eating...
I don't think yours is done yet, actually.
Oh, it's not?
Well, it might be done.
I'm eating mac and cheese.
Not just any mac and cheese.
I have no idea what this is.
Spicy buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Wow.
Yeah, that's better than my potatoes, but. So, it's early, and we were gonna go for, how many miles are we gonna go today? We weren't sure, but.
What's the thought?
21. And we were just a slow go this morning, and both of our feet are aching a bit. And we just felt low energy, and I contributed to, we just upped our mileage considerably, and our bodies are adjusting. And we were gonna pull a heavy mileage today, a heavy mileage tomorrow, a half a day on Friday, and then see Will, and then do a 0. But we called it at, I don't know, we'll tell you when we say goodnight tonight. I think we're around 13 or 14 miles today. And it's actually around, I don't know, 5 o'clock, you think?
I don't know.
Be careful, you got some right there you don't want it on you. I know, my watch is dead too. This is the trail right in front of me. Turn this way, this is the campsite. And so it's really, really laid out nice. They're not always this nice, and usually they don't accommodate this many tents. So there's a fire pit over here. I don't know if there's really, this is kind of uneven for a tent here. Then we have our tent right here. And there's room for plenty others here. I mean, there's room for probably a couple more here. There's some spots over there and over there and over here. And then if you come over, it's almost like someone put the trees here to like create like property area, boundaries, you know, where your tent is. This one is really great over here. Your own little fire pit. Look at that right over there. We chose to stay where we are because we wanted to be kind of, many people want to be away from the road. We wanted to be closer to the trail. There's even some more spots out there. I mean, I'm guessing maybe in the summer, there's a lot of people that come here and camp out for a week or whatever. Here's where I hid. I I hid the bear can from the bear, right down there. I still have to put captains over here. If you've been here for a while and you're saying, oh boy, you know, the channels doesn't seem the same or they don't seem as energetic or whatever. Yeah, we're not. We have been killing the miles and we're beat. And I think it's just a matter of us kind of finding our new groove with the new miles and transitioning. And that first week back on the trail was really difficult because we had taken 20 days off. So stick with us. We still got our funness in us and all the other stuff that you've come to love about these vlogs. It's just we're finding a new groove, and we have to find this new groove because we have to be punching 17 to 22s each day to make it to Katahdin by October 1st, which is our goal. And we do have some time along the way where we have friends that are going to hike with us and for a couple of days or a day hike, and we're not going to make them go do 20 miles. So we want to make up the time now. I want to go and help Evelyn move into her apartment at university in the fall. So there's little things here and there. I want to be able to take some zeros. So if we're pulling 20s, we'll be able to fit in a zero at least once a week, maybe once every 10 days. And we haven't had a zero right now for it'll be over 2 weeks by the time we have a zero. So I think we're due. Our bodies are saying, you know, they want a little rest. So
Welcome to the end of day 63.
So it is 63. We went from Pine Swamp Shelter to Johns Creek, and we went 13.6 miles. And we only had a total grade of 405 for the climb. It seemed like thousands today. I don't know what. We're both falling asleep. It's like 6:30. So we're going to fall asleep with the lights on tonight. Do you have a best and a worst?
I would say that my best, I don't know. It was a pretty average day, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know if a best. We talked with some interesting people today. I thought that was kind of a best.
Yeah.
I don't remember anyone's trail names, but we met some new people and we talked with them. The guy who directed us last night when we came in, we said, where are the tent sites? And he pointed. That was really nice. And the person he's hiking with. And then the guy from Pennsylvania. I don't know what Billy Bob. I don't know what his trail name is. So it was nice talking to other people and other hikers. I like that. How about you? Do you have a best?
I would say, yeah, that was around my best, but I do have a worst, which is the fact that we didn't hit 17 today after hitting 17 consecutively for quite some time.
I know our goal actually was to hit 21 today, remember?
Yeah.
Because we told them in the morning, we're going past the shelter, and then we're slow go today. And so, yeah, I think my worst too is that we didn't hit it. I'm glad we honored our bodies because we were and I'm glad it was both of us feeling it. Like one didn't have to stop for the other one.
I mean, I'm not saying I felt it.
Are you still not saying that? He's going to be, you guys, when he falls asleep, I'm going to vlog him because I know he's going to fall asleep. He was falling asleep right now. And I'm like, let's close it out before you fall asleep. And it's like 6:32 p.m. Mm-hmm. We've got like 3 more hours of daylight. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching the vlog. We have a 4 a.m. wake up call, a 5 a.m. out of the campsite, and 19 miles to hike tomorrow by 5 p.m., which, have we ever done that?
Yeah.
We have? That day we got up at 4 a.m. How many miles did we hike? Do you remember?
17 with about an hour and a half in the middle.
What did we do in the middle?
We shuttled.
Oh, we went to, that was the Woods Hole day, right?
Yes, that was about 2 or 3 days ago.
Oh, okay, so we can do that. All right. Good night, guys.
We will see you.
See you tomorrow.
On day 64.
Oops. Excuse me. I just farted. I always feel like, first of all, after those MREs, they make me, sometimes I call them MRIs. MREs, they give me gas. And a couple of times you're just out here, so you figure no one's behind you. And then a couple of times I looked behind for some reason and there was someone behind me. So I'm like, ooh. And then tomorrow night we have a special surprise. One of you in our community is taking us in for some trail magic, I guess for dinner and conversation and playing with their doggy. And then they'll put us back on the trail the next day, which we're really, really excited about. We love hanging out with you guys in real life. We gotta charge some things. So I'm taking one for the team. We're blaming me for this one because
We're not blaming you.
Captain said he doesn't want to be responsible for us stopping early, so now I had to take it. Not true?
I'm just saying that I could have kept going if forced to.
If forced to, I don't want to force you.